Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melina Landrio, and I want to thank you all for sharing space with me today and returning to my channel for those of you that are coming back. I come to you today with another mediumship message, much like the one I did early January about a man that drowned in the Ottawa River, or had fallen into the Ottawa River. There is a message today of a woman coming forward with a similar type of disturbing fate, and she wants me to share a story, a depiction of something related to this relevancy of her death. I just got chills as I said that, so that is very significant. So I have channeled messages, visions that I received on April the 21st. Today is the 22nd of April 2026, in case I didn't say the date. So on April the 19th, also this is relevant for some reason. On Good Friday, I went out with my family and I had an experience where, you know, those dirt devils, you know, those like gusts of wind that you see on the street in the summertime. It looks like a little tornado. And you usually see them off in the distance running across the roads. Well, I had this experience where one actually hit my car, my side of the vehicle, and broke through the filter of the car. I actually inhaled it. And I've had a bit of difficulty with my, I mean, I'm fine, but there's just this healing process, which is great now. But during this time frame that I haven't been here since Good Friday, I've just been mending it and taking a break from my voice because I've had a bad cough. So as you could tell while I'm speaking, this is kind of triggering, it could trigger me to cough. So I might have to take some breaks today to get some water and cough. But yeah, no, I'm doing fine, but this is why I haven't been on. I've taken a bit of a break to allow this to mend and to do some other things that I needed to get, caught up with, because there's other factors here. I'm a mom of 4. I'm busy, as well as trying to do these channeled readings that I receive. So yeah, that is for some reason I was asked to share that. So something about a freak accident or unexpected event that occurred. Something about this could be relevant. Maybe that's why they wanted me to share this. Maybe something about somebody expressing their voice. This could be somebody speaking some truth with what I'm about to share, and this is what occurred because they were doing this. Maybe this is like, maybe someone was threatened by this type of message, or the person that I'm about to speak about, what occurred to them. Maybe someone was threatened by this, or this person's knowledge of information. Maybe there's some sort of silencing that was done. Maybe this is relevant. I mean, we'll do the cards and we'll find out, but yeah, I'm just being guided to share that. So for whatever reason, that could be relevant. Let me see. So around the 19th, I started to smell bursts of smoke, like not necessarily cigarette smoke, but I decipher it because, you know, when you smell smoke, you sometimes think it's cigarette smoke, but I don't smoke. Nobody in my home smokes. So when I smell it, it's usually like a neighbor walking by or somebody walking by smoking, or it could even be like a barbecue on outside and the smoke of it coming up. But the smoke smell was very relevant. So it came in bursts, and then the 20th at night, I was going to bed and I was smelling it in my room. So that's telling me, okay, Spirit's trying to speak to me. Excuse me. And on the 21st, I was able to find the time to be able to channel correctly with this being. So it's interesting because when I was recording this message, it was 10:44 a.m. And that for some reason when I was listening to the message and transcribing it, it didn't click. Like I felt like I actually did this at 12 a.m. like in the early morning. So there's something to do with these two time frames, like maybe 12:44 a.m. or 10:44 a.m. Both could be relevant in regards, because for some reason these two time frames were confusing for me. Like, why was I hearing this when I thought it was another? So something about that is very relevant. And I just heard a noise on my drum here, and nobody's in my room to hit the drum, so that could be confirmation. Anyways, I started to get the smell when I was connecting to this vision that I was receiving. I received a smell, an aroma of barbecue, and it was of burning, and I deciphered it to be a barbecue, and there was like a flavored smell to it, and it made me think like the burning was some sort of food, which is why I came to the barbecue understanding. But while I was navigating the energy felt very eerie. Like there was something very eerie about this energy. And then I started to be shown this big, like a barrel shaped, like a cylinder shaped bronze barbecue. Now this could also be a smoker, or maybe it's just a smoker, but it's a bronze color. And it's massive. Like you could fit a human being in this, the way it's being perceived by me, like the way I'm looking at it in the spirit, of course. And it's extremely large. And then I started to think maybe I was smelling wooden chips. Like, you know, those scented chips that you could purchase for your barbecue, like when you're planking salmon or something. They're like hickory scented, or maybe even like a smoky scent, or mesquite or something. Some sort of smell was in this burning. And that's what it made me think. It was some sort of like barbecue chips, wooden chips. And this is very significant, this aspect of the reading. Okay. So these chips, these wooden chips, the soot, whatever this is very significant. And before I saw this barbecue, I had this awareness of a woman. So I saw this woman coming to me, and she was burnt looking. Her whole, like I couldn't see her nose or her eyes. It was just the shape of a face and a body. And it was covered in soot. But her hair was bright red, or orangey red, like a reddish color, kind of messy. But the rest of her body was burnt looking. So her hair was still intact, but her body was covered in soot. And I wasn't sure if she was dirty or burnt and dirty, but I just felt like I was looking at somebody who was burnt. Then the number 119 came to mind. It's like I saw it visually, 119, and I also heard the name Marise. Now this could be Marise, I feel it's spelled Marise. Marise. And the reason I've gained access to this information is because Spirit is wanting me to do a reading on this, which is why I'm here right now to do. Then I heard the song, tell me more, like does he have a car? Do. Summer lovin' had me a blast. I was hearing this lyric constantly, or for a moment, not constantly. And while I was listening to that, I found myself wondering if somebody had a lot of assets, for some reason I was thinking like, does this person have a lot of assets? And perhaps like this somebody showcases it, like their assets, as some form of exchange. It almost feels like targeted energy. So like maybe somebody who has a lot of assets utilizes this to target individuals that might be in need of these assets or wanting of them. Maybe there is an awareness of that. This could be relevance. When I heard that song, that's what I thought of. And this is where the reading, like it gets disgusting. Like maybe you're not going to find it as disgusting. Maybe it's just because I was witnessing it while I was downloading the understanding. But it was really disgusting and disturbing what I was seeing. It's like this person who was covered in soot that I saw, this burnt individual. I was being showed this person is lying down in the barbecue smoker. They showed me them lying down in this big barbecue. And then I thought, like, so they were barbecued? So somebody barbecued somebody? Maybe their name is Marise, the person who was barbecued, or the person who barbecued somebody. And then I heard the only remembrance of them is in the soot. So maybe that's why the chips were being illuminated. Maybe there's something to do with this understanding. The barbecue debris has this person's remembrance. Remembrance? I don't know the word. I can't say it. But I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Then I saw the date April 13th, 2024. Now, I'm not sure if it's the year or just the date April 13th. And then something about 2024 as well, or both can be relevant either together or separated. I'm not sure the relevancy. That's just what I heard. I also got that this person may have worn toe rings. And I saw specifically the second toe and the third or fourth toe. I think it was the fourth toe. So that's also relevant. And then on my timer, it was 8:24:2. And I was being showed a vision. Marise started to show me, or I'm assuming this is the woman's name is Marise that I'm seeing in spirit. But this woman is showing me a vision of, and this is the interesting part. She shows me a vision of a man, and he's got olive skin and he's got black hair. And maybe he's in his 40s, or maybe he's older. I'm not very good at the age thing. But he's definitely like my age group or older. And when I'm looking at him, he appears very well dressed. He appears very well off. The environment I'm seeing him in is like a fancy kitchen. Definitely fancier than my kitchen. And he's standing there and he's at this island in this kitchen, this massive island. And it's got this white countertop. I'm perceiving that maybe it could be like a marbled countertop. As I'm feeling like I'm seeing like browns or coppers, or golds or like blacks like painted through it. So it's making me think it's like a marbled countertop. Also relevant, and also I was showed this separately earlier in the day because I was thinking about gold chains. This man was wearing a gold chain. Now, I'm not really savvy on the descriptions or I don't know, what you would call jewelry. Like, I'm somebody who puts on a pair of earrings and then I just wear them out. And then one day, a year later, I might think, oh, I should maybe change my earrings. I just don't really think about changing jewelry all that much unless it's brought to my attention to do so. So that might be relevant. But this man, maybe he wears this jewelry all the time. Maybe this is a necklace like that this person's known for wearing. I put like cream on. I just had a shower before, and I'm seeing like the ring here of the cream, the shine from the light. So it's like, yes, he wears this necklace all the time. So the necklace I'm seeing is a thick gold necklace, and it's almost like little links that are either square or rectangular, and they intertwine like this all around. But it's a thicker gold chain. So this woman is showing me that this man is very significant and that he has olive skin, dark hair, mid-40s. He's in good shape, and he is perhaps well off financially. Now, another thing that's interesting is the perception is coming to mind about this man. Now, she's showing me looking a specific way, but I'm also seeing somebody else. It's almost like maybe there's like a mental conflict going on with this man. Like maybe he is a certain way. Like maybe he doesn't. Maybe he looks like this, but he projects himself to look another way. Or maybe he looks a different way, but that's how he projects himself to be. Does that make sense? Like there's something about the mentality, the physicality, and the emotional experience of someone that is being projected that's not necessarily aligning with the reality of that individual. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's coming to mind. I was getting ready to do this reading, and I had this great awareness of energy right on my right side. And it was one of my guides, and they were showcasing to me this impactful, energetic experience that I was able to comprehend the magnitude of the energy. And it made me think that this is very relevant in regards to the description of the man in this reading. Almost like he's projecting this magnificence or this magnitude of energy to create this illusion or illusory experience for those that I just heard the word contracts. I was going to say connects with. So it's potentially this person is contracting people, maybe to work with or to align with. Maybe contracts are relevant here. So yeah, back to the man. She's showing me him, and he's standing at this marble island, I guess, in the kitchen. And it's like he's showcasing this piece of meat. It's this massive piece of meat. And this meat is charred, and it's inside some sort of wrapping. The wrapping is like a brown wrapping. I'm not sure. It almost reminds me of like the casing that you would see around a sausage to protect the meat or to hold the shape of the meat. So that could be relevant, some sort of wrapper on some meat. And when I'm looking at this man, he looks very content, like he's taking a picture of himself with this piece of meat. And it's like this fancy piece of meat. It's like this meat, like if you got a smoker and you're having like a barbecue or some sort of celebration, and you're showcasing this piece of meat as the focal point of it. Like when you have Christmas dinner and you buy the turkey for the dinner, it's the focal point of the meal, the turkey. So this could be relevant here. Like he marinated it, he brined it. The word curated comes to mind. I don't know if that's even I don't even know what that word means. Like if that's even a culinary word, I don't know. But I heard curating it. I don't know what that means. I got to look that up. It's like you did all the things to make this meal extra special to showcase it. So this could be relevant as well. But something is devious that's going on in this depiction. It's making me think cannibalism. So maybe she was eaten. Maybe this hunk of meat was her. I know it's disgusting. This is just what I'm getting. And then I heard under the moon. So maybe this is a ritual, a ritualistic thing. This was 1313 on my timer at the time when I was doing my channel connection. And then all of a sudden I received this brief aroma of like a clean scent. Like a cologne or a perfume that somebody wears, a masculine cologne or perfume. And the scent was, it kind of reminded me of like these ocean smells. And for some reason I was seeing, and I think the name of this cologne is called like aquamarine. Now I'm not 100% certain, but I was being showed two bottles. One is like a turquoise and one is a deeper blue or a different shade of blue. Does aquamarine, is that even a thing? And does that come in two different shades, like colors, liquid colors? I don't know. But that's what I was being showed. So this person, is that an aftershave? Maybe this person wears this as an aftershave. This was also very relevant. So this is what I was receiving when I was connecting to this poor woman. And she wants to tell us a bit of her story. So I'm going to start to pull cards in regards to what it is she wants me to understand. And then I'm also going to pull cards on a perception that the reality of the earth, like what we may have on the 3D plane, received in regards. For some reason I'm being told to do this. So let me just pull these cards here to see here. What do I need to know, please? So we have a 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have a 4 of Swords reversed as well. One more, please. And the Hangman reverse. Now these are coming from Spirit. So this is where I have the, just give me a moment here to figure this reading out here. Where she wants me to see it. Just give me a minute because I'm reading it in a different way. Okay. So we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, this is about a collaboration of some sort. A 3 of Pentacles. But I'm looking at this. This is about just something disharmonious. This is a lack of working together flawlessly. Like this is something that's just disconnected. And I feel it in the center of my heart and my stomach, almost like it's taken very personally. So someone may have attacked her with this depiction. This could be the illusory energy that was coming up in the channel where somebody was expressing something to look a certain way, like maybe they were perceived a certain way, but really the reality is they were something else. This could be relevant here in regards to this 3 of Pentacles. So something about also isolation. So this is the 4 of Swords in reverse. And the 4 of Swords is about isolation, burning out, like burning the candle at both ends, not getting rest. In the upright, it's about rest, digesting, understanding. But in the reverse, this is to do with restless energy. So this is like somebody saying that this person was very restless, or they couldn't work well with others, and isolated them in this picture of um, of that expression. Like they were very disharmonious. Again, I heard the word contract before jumping into this. So this could be, maybe she was contracted to a company. Maybe this is a company we're speaking of. I mean, place this where it fits if you guys understand this message or know of this, why this message is coming through for my channel. I mean, there's a reason why I'm here sharing it with you guys. So maybe there's relevancy. Somebody might know what I'm talking about here. Maybe this is going to paint a bigger picture of something for somebody to get the connections. There's a rhyme and reason for everything. God works in very mysterious ways. We also have the Hangman in reverse. And this was like a goal or destiny, and it was to create stagnation for this individual, to stagnate them in something. Now, what were you being stagnated in? Let's just see here. What was the stagnation? Let's just get a little further here. So the stagnation could be something to do with something that they were building. We have this in the past energy underneath the teamwork. So something, and it's in the upright. So something that this spirit, this person, we're going to call them Marise. Maybe I shouldn't say her name is, I feel like her name is Marise. Marise? I'm not sure how I was saying it properly. Marise. But yeah, so the Seven of Pentacles in the past. So this is like some sort of building upon something, some sort of planted seed that was growing. Okay, and this lands underneath the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So that's harmonious energy. Yeah, this sits in the pit of this being's stomach because they're seeing it now from a different point of view now that they're on the other side. Or maybe somebody here is seeing this. They have a feeling, they have a gut feeling telling them something about a party they went to, a celebration they went to, a circumstance that involves somebody that wasn't there, that maybe this resonates. Maybe you went to a celebration, a barbecue, something, a work collaboration, celebration, and maybe something was off. Maybe you felt something was off in this energy, or something was not right in this energy. I have the Six of Swords here landing underneath the restless burnout. So this is showing me that somebody got away with something. At least this is how the energy is being expressed from spirit. Something was being built upon something, whether this being was building something and was something, or we'll find out as we go deeper. But the Six of Swords is smooth sailing, getting away, escape, leaving. Let me double check what it means for this deck, but essentially it's like smooth sailing. And we have an Eight of Pentacles, so something is built. Let's see here. Okay, so I just looked up in this deck about the Six of Swords. So we have the Seven of Pentacles underneath, excuse me, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles is essentially seeds planting. It's investing, it's long-term goals towards something. So there are some sort of seeds planted in regards to lack of teamwork and disharmony. And the Six of Swords is moving on. It's also about transition. So this could be the transitioning. Underneath the Four of Swords. Like, while I'm doing this reading, I'm just feeling like this is all going on at a barbecue or some sort of celebration, some sort of contractual celebration. Celebration that you have been, somebody has been contracted to work. So maybe multiple people are there, all on contracts. Something big was celebrated in regards to these contracts, and somebody relevant wasn't there. And the relevancy is the Four of Swords in reverse, which is probably people were being told this person was burnt out, they were restless, a need for isolation. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is smooth sailing, right, in most decks, but in this deck, it also can mean transitioning while the person's being barbecued. Ugh. Sorry. This is just, it's like I'm experiencing this barbecue energy, and then I'm having the awareness that this person is in the barbecue. That's disgusting. And the Eight of Pentacles, which is the future energy, it's like dedication. This person who held the barbecue they were honing their skills. They were very dedicated. This is saying to me, like, this is not a one-off. This is somebody who has practiced something over and over again. Like again, when I was doing the channel, it was almost like somebody was showcasing a piece of meat. Like, they brined it, they dry rubbed it, they seasoned it for 12 to 24 to 48 hours before they barbecued it. It was wrapped up in this wrapper. They were so excited to showcase it, and this was the dedication. This is something that has taken dedication and skill in some sort of culinary experience that they're trying to offer up. I almost want to vomit. Sick. Okay. Let's see what else here. So Two of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups reversed. The World in reverse. There are people who are suspicious in this energy who are at this event. There are people who are suspicious in this energy who are at this event. Ten of Wands, burdens. A very shaky energy. I feel like my nervous system is a bit shaky here. And there is a reverse justice at the bottom of the deck. There was no justice had. Okay. So with the Two of Pentacles reversed, this is an energy of somebody who has overcommitted to something. This is a trajectory. This is someone who is now overwhelmed by the decisions that they have made or they have created for themselves. And there is an overwhelm going on right now in the energy. And this is the energy that I'm receiving from the 5D and above. Okay? So this is somebody who overcommitted to, this is right falling underneath the Seven of Pentacles. So they overcommitted to the seeds that they planted, whatever they invested in, which in this case could be the murder of somebody. And the Ace of Cups reverse is an emotional draining energy. So this person could be feeling right now emotionally drained, energetically drained. They could also be lacking in their creativity. This person may have been somebody who appeared very creative and very emotionally stable or aligned before, and now all of a sudden they are lacking the usual energy that they have. This could be significant in somebody's natural homeostasis at this time. This is what's being illuminated, or this is what's being projected down for this person to receive or to be. I guess what's coming to mind now is the understanding that, you know, we think that we are walking around this earth with the understandings and the knowledge and the gifts and everything that makes us who we are. We have this idea that it's ours, that we created it, that we embodied it. But what I've come to understand through my own personal connection with spirit, and I mean, you could disagree if you wish, but this is what I understand. We don't have thoughts without spirit delivering them to us first. We don't have gifts without our ancestors, and we don't have connection without our God. Depending on where you're investing any of these spaces will depend on what you receive. So if you are investing in demonic activity, if you are investing in negative, malevolent energies, you are receiving your information from those energies. You are receiving your gifts, your understandings from those energies. Those energies are working through you, not for you. This is relevant in this regard here. I'm being guided to state this. If you are working benevolently with God, if you are working with your kind heart, with the goodness of evolving, if you're understanding that you are the future of your family's trajectory, and you are doing things to benefit the future of your family's trajectory, and without hurting or becoming malice towards anybody else, this is staying focused in your own lane, in your own understanding of your reality with the gifts that you have. You know, and gifts can be, you know how to cook. Gifts can be, you're tapped in like me, you're able to connect. Gifts can be just being kind-hearted. That could be a gift. And if you have these types of gifts, these are given to you benevolently from your ancestors, from who you pray to. So if you're in the upright with God, you are going to be receiving these types of communications through God's approval, through your lineage's approval, through the descendants of it into your DNA, because you are the DNA of all those who came before you. You ever hear those expressions of like your grandmother's prayers are still protecting you today? Well, it's because your grandmother is living through you vicariously. Her energy is living through you, and you're moving, helping her to heal and release the past to move forward into a better future for the ones to come. This is my understanding of life. This is how I try to live my life. I move through with my ancestors. I try to focus solely on what's here for me. I try not to focus on external factors because it's none of my business. I haven't always been this way. I've had to learn this. We're all human. We all learn through trials and tribulations, through our errors and whatnot. But this is what I have come to understand and to learn. That was relevant, apparently, for me to say in regards to this part here. So this lack of creativity, this emotional drain that someone might be receiving could be in part due to that explanation. We have the world in reverse as well. So this is like something feeling incomplete. This is something that feels very empty. And this is in the emotional body. This is also underneath the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles was somebody who was honing skills. They were dedicating into the practice of something malevolent. Killing somebody and cooking them. Feeding them to people. Is what this is sounding like. It's disgusting energy to be in, guys. Like, it makes me want to vomit. I might have to pause to vomit. Sick. It's the Hangman energy, which was the goal destiny. It's in reverse. So the goal and the destiny, their goal was to create some sort of stagnation for somebody. The Eight of Pentacles was their dedication in doing so. And the world in the reverse is this incompleteness. It's almost like this person, whoever did this disturbed individual who's disturbed mentally and physically and emotionally. It seems there's some sort of disconnect. It's like they're targeting individuals and they're contracting them to them based on their needs and their wants. And this is giving a sense of emptiness and incompleteness. It's like this person does this disgusting behavior to people, to somebody. They did this to somebody, and it might be a pattern. They did this to somebody, and they're in their emotions because whatever they were trying to fill, whatever void they felt would be filled by doing this disgusting behavior, wasn't filled. They're still empty. Nothing has changed. They still have that same tick, tick, tick internally. And this is leaving them with lots of burdens and responsibilities. And I feel like the responsibilities, it's like they're walking and they're carrying all these bodies. And then here we have this, like it reminds me of spirit. It's like they have this constant, like I said, if you are entertaining demons and you are listening to demons and you are doing demonic activities like killing people, you are going to have those type of energies hovering over you, haunting you. Those energies aren't going to let you rest. Those energies are going to haunt you for the rest of your life until there is justice brought. And God says stop. Because God is the big fucking honcho here. God is the one who's going to say, done. Even. Finished. Judgment. Justice. Right? So this person is carrying these wands and they're walking around now burdened and they're like, they have this itch internally. This is what I'm understanding. So I'm now being guided to pull another round of cards. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Why did I point? I was going to say something. Why did I do that? Maybe somebody's like, maybe somebody is trying to get this heaviness off of them by pointing the finger in another direction to create some sort of disconnect in the understanding of the energy. The heat is on street. So maybe they have a lot of heat on them. The heat is on. The songs that come in my head, oh my gosh. I don't know the lyrics to sing it. I would do such a bad justice to this song if I did sing it. Okay, so now I'm going to pull cards about this 3D play now. So the cards I just pulled were from the 5D. This was what the spirit wanted me to understand. And now I'm going to pull cards about the 3D plane in regards to this now. Let me just make sure these are all upright. What do I need to know about this 3 of Pentacles in reverse? Please and thank you. So we have a 5 of Swords that came out. Hope you guys can read that okay. So 5 of Swords. 4 of Swords reverse, please. Ooh. And we got the 4 of Swords reversed again. So the appearance was, I'm going to look at this deck, what this deck means, if there's any difference in the, excuse me, the description. I'm going to check it out. But the 4 of Swords reversed again in the same location as where Spirit showed it. So this is, again, still isolation, restless burnout. So there's this understanding of, with the 5 of Swords, there's a conflict. There's some sort of understanding of conflict right now on the 3D plane. Maybe me reading this reading is conflict for somebody. And then we have the 4 of Swords, something about isolation, restless, and burnout. Let's see here. The Hangman, please, in reverse. I think I'll just pull... Oh, that's a lot of cards. Do I want these? So I want these. Okay. So these are all in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. And we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So, I'm going to sit with that energy because I'm getting a few things there for that. Just give me a moment here. I'm going to pull all the cards first. I feel like it'll be a faster connection to gain. I'm just going to pull these first. No, that's too many. That's too many cards. 7 of Pentacles, please. Excuse me. We have the 3 of Cups for the 7 of Pentacles, clarifying the 7 of Pentacles. So something was celebrated about the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles was something was celebrated about the investment, the seeds planted into something. So the seeds that were planted, that was an investment, or the investment of the creation from seeds planted. We have the Hermit that came out. This is to clarify the 6 of Swords. The Hermit is going in reflecting. This could be me reflecting right now as well. This is in the recent past. Or this could be people that at the party or at that celebration, whatever this was, this could be people that are kind of thinking about this. There's something sus about the dynamic, and there's people like thinking about that didn't match up, or that energy was kind of weird, or that tasted kind of off. What was that? Like, there's something. Maybe they felt sick afterwards. The Eight of Pentacles, as the future energy, has shown up as the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles, please. Two of Pentacles, please. Oh. Okay, we have a couple that showed up here in different. One landed on the Five of Pentacles reverse, which is a Queen of Pentacles. But that's for the clarification of the Two of Pentacles reverse. But I also got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So something didn't pan out. This could be female energies. The Ace of Cups reverse, clarify. Justice in reverse. I think that's Justice. Yeah, Justice in reverse. It's in the reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Cups in reverse. The World card, please. Oh. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Moon. So this is to do with the Two of Pentacles and the Moon in regards to the World in reverse, which was about something feeling incomplete. So there could be an exchange, some sort of exchange occurring at this time. Maybe somebody is thinking about doing this again. Maybe there's some sort of energy coming out right now, or someone's trying to create something. I'm going to look it up when I look at the cards, but the Ten of Wands, please clarify. Ten of Wands, please. Okay. Take them. Okay, I have two piles of cards that just fell out. A lot of cards just fell out. One pile stayed in my hand, which is the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. But I also have the Fool, the Death card, Temperance, and the Eight of Wands. This is about deliverance. This is coming up. This fell on the floor. I just heard deliverance with that. So let me just place that here. And just bear with me for a moment. Is it back taping? Okay, good. Sorry about that. Okay, so now clarifying in the 3D. We have the Five of Swords that came up, and this is on top of the Three of Pentacles that was reversed. So the Five of Swords is about conflict. It's also defeat. So somebody's feeling defeated right now in this energy in regards to the disharmony and the lack of teamwork. So someone was spoken of as disharmonious and someone who couldn't work as a team. But now there is some sort of conflict in regards to the statement that is happening right now, currently in our 3D environment on Earth right now. So whoever this message is for, whoever did this deed, whoever was involved in regards to the spaces that were spoken of, there is now some sort of conflict. And I think this perpetrator is feeling somewhat defeated, or they're understanding there is going to be a moment of defeat occurring for them. That's what this is giving. Then for the Four of Swords in reverse, which was, I think, like restless energy, isolation. It is essentially they're not resting. They're not able to recoup anything. It's like there's no way of resolution. So this person is now, they created this this illusion for somebody else, and now they're actually experiencing the illusion they created for somebody else. So somebody is looking like they're not resting. Somebody is not able to find some sort of resolution to their circumstances in this time, and they're not able to recoup their energy. And that's because they wish that for another. They did something terrible to another human being while creating this illusion of what was going on with them to point the finger in a different direction of what was actually occurring for somebody. I hope I explained that correctly. Now, for the Hangman in reverse, I had 3 cards fly out in the reverse. We had the Hierophant energy reversed, which is it's essentially somebody is disconnected. Like I was stating about spirit and how spirit works through us, and dependent on where our faith goes, who we pray to, who we embody in our daily energetics or understandings, depends on how you're going to interact with the world. Like there's a lot of people out there who are actually entertaining demons thinking they're speaking with God. There's a lot of people out there walking around acting holier than thou, when the reality is they're judging people, and that's also against perhaps what God wishes for them to do. So depending on where your belief system is where you're going to be. Doesn't matter, I'm not going to get into any more of that. You understand what I'm saying? So with the Hierophant in reverse, this is somebody who's disconnected now. So they're disconnected from not just spirit, they're disconnected from their ancestry, they're disconnected from source, and they're feeling it. This person is feeling it. They created stagnation for another. They created impatience and apathy, and this is now the resolution, is they're now not getting, they're being treated in the same. So this person may be experiencing impatience because they're trying to understand their connections and nothing is making sense. This patient, is this person a patient? Has this person checked into like a mental hospital? Has this person had some sort of medical emergency that they're now in hospital? Why did I say patient? This patient. Maybe they treated this person like a patient, and now they're a patient. Maybe there was some sort of torture that occurred to this human being before they were taken out. Clearly they were tortured. And maybe now this person is experiencing that with the Hierophant in reverse. This is, their ancestors have turned their back on them. They're not getting guidance. They're, excuse me, completely disconnected. And they're feeling it. We have the Empress in reverse as well. So this is, it could be a woman energy. The Empress is usually a mother figure, somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who embodies essentially all the aspects of the deck in regards to the queens. So they have the upright embodiment of the fire, of the water elements, nurturing, caring, fire, they're creative, they're empowering, earth, they're grounded, they're stable, they're able to take what they have earned in their life to create with, and air, they're able to speak with eloquence and that. But this person is the reverse Empress, so they're not speaking with eloquence, they're speaking with darts. They're spreading sharp, abrupt, disturbing energies. They're embodying over emotional capabilities. So they're ranting, they're crying, they're victim mode. They're saying hateful, spiteful things. They're not acting very eloquently at all. With the fire energy, they're probably dabbling in persecution. They're dabbling in pointing the finger. They're expressing outwardly the communications to take heat off of themselves. Was that earth? Earth would be the next one. So they're not balanced. They're not stable. They're definitely disembalanced. They're not grounded at all. They're not in alignment whatsoever. So that is the Empress in reverse. So they're not connected, they're not tapped in, they're not at all feeling the experience that they should be feeling. This person could also be somebody who's barren. Maybe they can't have children anymore if it's a female. We have the Seven of Swords. A male can embody the Empress type energy as well, right? So these are just energies. You guys have to place it where it fits. The Seven of Swords in reverse is essentially deception. This is somebody who's trying to escape what they've done. They're being seen in their actions, so people are starting to look at them a certain way. There's something being questioned, and they're trying to escape some form of reality. Maybe this person checked themselves into a hospital to be able to escape a reality. I don't know, that came to mind. We have the Three of Cups, and this is what is occurring right now. This is there's some sort of this is on the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, this is not what's occurring right now. This is sort of what's occurring right now. In the 5D, this is clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles was somebody was sowing seeds. Somebody was investing and had long-term goals in regards to creating something of ramification for somebody else. And they celebrated on this. This was their Three of Cups energy, except in this reality, they're not necessarily getting that joy, that celebration, that abundance that they thought they were going to have. And that's what they felt would come of this energy. That's what they were hoping for. That didn't come. I think I mentioned in the emotions that they were sitting there with some sort of incompleteness or a sense of emptiness. We have the Six of Swords that was in the 5D. The Six of Swords is somebody transitioned. They moved on. That was their goal, their death. That's what they did. This person did this to somebody. They transitioned them. And we have the Hermit, which is introspection. This is inner wisdom and solitude. And again, tapping into, depending on where you're connected, who is leading your thoughts, your wisdom, your movement. There are people that were at this celebration that are in the upright, people who were innocent, who were involved in this disturbing collaboration that occurred. There is a sense that these people are perhaps getting maybe wisdom from their ancestors. Maybe they're getting dreams or revelations of something. Maybe they're giving their ancestors, or spirit is giving them understanding that something is not right. And these are people who are tapped in, or they understand to listen to their ancestors or to listen to their environments. And they are thinking very, very strongly about this Six of Swords scenario, about this person being this person who held this, or this celebration. They said somebody wasn't there, somebody moved on, they transitioned, they didn't want to be a part of this anymore. And people are questioning this now. They're questioning the Six of Swords energy, and they're being guided with the Hermit. And from there, the person that, orchestrated this, they felt they were going to build on this practice. This is something they've practiced. They've honed this skill. They've done this before, and now they're in the Five of Pentacles. Is this the Five of Pentacles? Yeah. They're in the Five of Pentacles. Why did I say that? Which is something that they felt was going to become a deficit is actually turning into something manifesting, which they weren't expecting to occur. They were hoping that by building off of this, removing of this person, cooking this person, would relieve them of any problems moving forward, but they're actually seeing that something is still manifesting, and that's because Spirit is pissed, and there has to be some sort of balance here that's coming out. Now with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles being they were overcommitted, they're overwhelmed. And this is in Spirit, this person that's now gone, that's telling me what happened to them, they are showcasing themselves as a Queen of Pentacles. And this could be, so this could be an earth sign. Maybe this person was a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn. That could be relevant. The Queen of Pentacles, sorry. Yeah. She's a Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is the person that's passed. And this is somebody who was abundant in energy. So this person, you would know if you were around this person because their energy would be undeniable. This is somebody who was practical. They were nurturing. They were somebody that you would not forget. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is some sort of lack of prospects, blocks. So this person that did this to this Queen of Pentacles, that created this Two of Pentacles, they overcommitted to something, and they got rid of this person. They're now in this deficit energy of the Ace of Pentacles reverse, which they're now blocked. They're not getting their connections. They're not getting their understandings by Spirit. There's lack of prospects. There's lack of abundance and prosperity for them because of what they've done to this Queen of Pentacles energy. So this is giving me this person may have had a higher rank than this individual. There's something about this person and their connection with Spirit versus the person that took them out. I know it's getting confusing. I feel the way I'm describing it. I hope I'm not confusing the energies too much. For the Ace of Cups that was in reverse, this is the lack of creativity, the emotional drain that this person is experiencing in the environment because they wanted that for this individual. They took their creativity, they drained them. We have Justice in the reverse. This is in the environment, unfortunately. This is unbalanced, this is unfair, and there's consequences to this, and this is what's coming up. Right now, there's consequences showcasing in the energy. We have the conflict that's coming up with the Five of Swords. This person's not able to rest. They're not able to recoup. They potentially have checked themselves into a hospital, maybe even a mental hospital due to the circumstances. This person is not getting guidance from Spirit. They're not tapped in the way that they thought. I think they're even getting that understanding. They're being haunted by their nightmares, by their decisions with the 10 of Wands, the burdens. Everything that they've done is now hovering over them. And with the World in reverse, where there was this, they thought they were going to get this sense of relief by removing somebody. They actually had a lot more emptiness, and something felt incomplete. And this is being confirmed by the Two of Pentacles here and the Moon. That's happening right now in regards to that, their emotional state. So the Two of Pentacles and the Moon. So there's something with the subconscious. There's hitting emotions and there's intuitions. This is the people that were involved without wanting to be involved. The people that were innocent bystanders at this event that may have eaten somebody without knowing. These people at this event are in, because they were there, even if they didn't know, they were involved. This energetically creates this involvement. And their ancestors are trying to break ties off of this because these people potentially could be in the upright if they were innocent in these activities and didn't know what was going on. So their ancestors are coming to bat for them. And that's what people don't understand when they're working with other people or they're doing malevolent things to people. You don't know who you're messing with. So we have people who have high-ranking ancestors that are tapped in. They're getting information about this situation, and this is causing an exchange of energy. And this is the Two of Pentacles. This is a balance that's occurring right now. This is adaptability. This is being able to be adaptable in that energy where this person thought, oh, I'm going to get away with this. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to miss them. I'll point them in that direction. They're going to look that way and no one's going to know that I did this. But the reality is there is adaptability here with spirit, and spirit is coming through really heavy right now in this energy. And this is something about the moon energy. The moon is all about the subconscious. The moon is all about intuition. It's about something that's hidden. So maybe by the next moon, the next full moon, maybe. I think there's a full moon coming up in the near future. I think we just had a new moon. So the full moon that's coming up, maybe something is going to be clear and evident in regards to this information and this understanding. Now, I know I'm doing this reading for a person who's in the spirit, who is showcasing this gory stuff that's occurred. But this might resonate with you in another way where maybe there wasn't somebody eaten. So please place this energy where it fits. Don't make it fit. If this doesn't resonate with you, this is not for you. Okay, you will know if this energy is for you. You will have this understanding, this awareness of something that I've said about this situation, okay? Now we're going to end this reading in the two parts here. We have on one spectrum, and this is to do with the Ten of Wands, which is where somebody is feeling overburdened. They have a lot of responsibilities and they're being haunted. As you can see, it's like they're carrying a lot. And then we have Spirit up top, not letting them forget. So on one spectrum, we have an Emperor. And we have a Queen of Swords energy. And we have the Four of Pentacle energy. Let me just put these ones down. So the Emperor is about conquering something. The Queen of Swords is about speaking truth. And the Four of Pentacles is honing in on skills, possessions, possessing information, someone who is secure and stable in this foundation. So this is somebody who has honed in some information. This could be portraying to me speaking right now. I am speaking some information out through this message that could potentially conquer some sort of deceptive situation that's occurred in the 3D right now. So this could potentially be me speaking right now on this circumstance, which is bringing burdens to somebody who was hoping for, they were hoping for new beginnings. With the Fool card, they're not getting those new beginnings. They are going to be getting an end of the cycle. There's going to be change occurring here for this individual. And this is to do with Temperance, the Temperance angel. So we have warring angels coming down, warring on behalf of this individual that was taken. And they're making sure that balance and harmony is going to be reestablished with the truth coming out. This could very well be with this reading. And we have the Eight of Wands, which is movement. This is forward momentum. This is action being taken. So there's actions being taken right now that are creating movement in regards to the truth of this to unfold. And this is what I'm getting from this energy. So thank you for sharing space with me. I'm sorry this is a disturbing message. I want to extend my sincere, why can't I think of the word? Sorry, like my sincere condolences. I want to extend my sincerest condolences to whomever this message may resonate with in regards to somebody departing from their life. Potentially, maybe you have an understanding of something. Maybe I brought to light some information. This is a very disturbing story. It's a very sad, distressing story. And I feel for anybody who is on the extended significance of the person who has departed, that's been missing from people's lives. There are people here missing this individual. This person was very grounded in their energy. They were very stable. They were the light of the party. They had a lot of beauty to them to give. They were very creative, and they were very energetically amplifying naturally. And this person that decided to interfere in this person's life decided to do so based in envy and jealousy. And envy and jealousy will get you nowhere if you can't look at the mirror of what someone is giving you. When someone is giving you a reflection where you feel envious or jealous, that is a cue for you to look at yourself, not to point fingers or judge another or try to hurt or slander another to take them out. And unfortunately, somebody let their demons rule them that day, and they did some very disturbing behavior. And this person is being seen right now in the 3D in their actions. They've changed significantly. There's something suspicious about them. They may have put themselves in the hospital, or will be shortly, due to the outcome of the karmic barrier that they are now dealing with, because Spirit is coming for them. Spirit is making sure through all the lineages of all the people that were at this moment in time, that were partaking in this environment, all of these spirits, all of these lineages, all of these people in the upright have ancestors, have angels speaking through them, to them, letting them know the circumstances, showing the signs, having them say the right things at the right time to create this explosion of truth to come forth. So I hope that this message does bring the truth, because that's what I want to bring for Spirit. Spirit comes to me because I am not afraid to speak the things that look crazy to people. And I know people call me crazy. That's not a new thing. Someone like me who's tapped in, who's been able to speak to Spirit since I was a child, who's had lots of supernatural experiences with God since I was a child. This is not unusual for me. I've had people try to dim my light by stating such atrocious things about me. But I think my light shines brighter than that, and I think people can see that I'm pretty balanced and stable human being. So you could go ahead and do you, boo. I'm going to continue to do me. I've been silenced long enough in my life, and it's there's no more going back with that. So yeah, if this message resonated with you, I'm sorry for your loss, and I do hope that the truth of this is revealed, and I hope that all the evidence that you're able to receive, to retrieve, based on the information perhaps that I've given, is able to be obtainable. And I hope that Spirit holds it securely until it is obtained, and that the truth of this rises. So until next time, guys, take care. Thank you for sharing space with me today. Bye.